You just you met like fun people, or
the kids, and I say that I'm almost 50. They're significantly younger than me. The folks I was in class with were we had so much fun as a class, and the instructors were fun. It was fun to be there, which was great because the subject was terrible.
Yeah, I bet.
It's hard to teach you how to wipe somebody's butt and have it fun.
Of course, my caption select expires just as I hit the go live button.
I'm actually gonna be 30 seconds. I'm just gonna start brewing a coffee.
No problem. Testing. There we go, works. Studio mode for the win. Oh, I gotta sit here like this. Oh, M's not in the map, in the Roll20 yet. And someone might have to control Ran if you guys didn't in any combat. Alright, I think you guys all heard that. Never mind, Josh isn't here.
What are you taking this turn?
Emily?
Oh. She may have stepped away. Yeah, how cold is it down under, Nat?
Today not as cold, but it's like 17 degrees Celsius.
Somebody do the math for me. That's 2.2?
Hang on.
What's the conversion? I can't remember. It's 2 or 3, somewhere
62.
between 2 and 3. 62. That's
Fahrenheit.
nice. That's a nice temperature. A little chilly.
I cold.
We can't hear you at all, Em. I'm sorry. She just wrote something in chat.
Tech problems. Oh,
aha,
there we go.
There it is. Yeah, my theory on temperature is I'd rather be too cold than too hot because I can always put another layer of clothing on.
That's true, and I'm the same,
Once
except
you're
I like
naked.
complaining.
There's nothing wrong with that either. Ooh, my rage damage is up to 3.
You just noticed it?
I just noticed it. Yeah, I just noticed it.
Oh boy. Oh, do I need to get the characters open? I'll open them as I need them. Huh?
What'd you say?
I'm just mumbling to myself. Is everyone here?
Josh is still making his coffee.
Nate.
Yeah, I'm not expecting Nate, to be honest. Maybe we'll get him partway through the session again, who knows.
Do not envy his schedule right now. I don't know the details, but oof, it sounds rough.
Alright, is everyone here ready? Got coffee? Whoa! What the hell? Computer, stay. My computer screen's flashed.
Yeah, not be good.
I don't need my power to suddenly go out or something.
Especially seeing as you just got
Internet back?
Yeah. Okay, so oh good, it's already muted.
Excuse me. What, the stream?
Yeah, I was loading after somebody pointed out we could have individual, have a web page muted.
Are we having technical issues?
No, we're waiting on you.
Oh, okay.
Waiting on everyone to be ready so I can switch over and do the recap.
Okay, cool.
Everyone's here.
Plugged into the stream, so I can put that in the background. I'm ready.
Sound off.
Optics.
Emily looks like she's here. Josh is here. Colin is here. Nat is here.
Oh!
What?
What?
You're gonna have to tell me about the spacecraft dynamics as you go through that course. That sounds so interesting. Sorry. So easily distracted I am. Oops, something shiny.
Hashtag ADHD problems. Everyone ready?
I think
Ready
so.
here.
Okay. Whee! I just gotta turn the captions on for you guys. There we go. Alrighty. So last time, you got quite a planning session in Fenn's room, discussing what to do with the Queen, contacting Pip's dad, potentially going back to Hawthorne to make contact with professors in Queen Scarlet. Fenn and Randy again making a rough map of the Palace of Bone. Which, speaking of, I'll have to make something up for you guys. That would have been you would have been able to sketch. The amulet on Red's neck started to glow purple momentarily while she's messing around with it. And it freaked Crom out. Crom contacted his dad. Stayed up all night. Fenn and Alicia snuck out at one point.
Not happened.
Fenn and Vera went to the Watcher ceremony. But see, there's a lot of talking and planning and such like that, and planning contacts with Pip's dad in case things happened. Yeah, so say it's the evening. You guys are just going to bed unless there's something else someone wants to do before you go to bed. You cut out there.
Nope.
Alright. Anything
Nothing here.
from Fenn or Pip? Alrighty, so say you guys easily get your long
I guess
rest.
there would be one thing. Crom would just contact Dad and let him know we're coming in the morning.
Yeah, he just acknowledges that and says, alright. Although, technically, what do we say? I think it's a
Yeah, we're
couple
coming
days
to
during-
Stratham in the morning, and it's going to be a day. What do we say?
day and a half.
One day travel.
Day and a half, I think it was.
One day and a half.
Something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, so you get your long rest. I don't think you guys used anything anyway, but, yeah, so you wake up in the morning and go down and have breakfast, and what would you guys like to do for the day?
What would we like to do?
We didn't talk about this at all. Maybe go to Stratham.
That was the plan.
Yeah.
I believe so. I don't think there was anything else really.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I don't think we had anything to do in the city.
No.
Did
So I
we
think we're good
contact-
to just go.
Did we contact all the family members and the things like that we needed to set up?
Yep. Set up the point of contact. We
Hope
talked to your dad mentioned.
Alright, probably what
Have brothers and sisters involved?
I will say Sake of Brevity kind of like managed to introduce Farah to Pip's dad by name and like maybe actually introduce them easily enough. Since she's staying behind for now. And I guess if you guys are going to Stratham, where is my handouts? I think I have that one in here.
This isn't.
So, yeah, Inter Kingdom. So is a group rate of 5 gold pieces, and a solo of 3 gold pieces, and Ben actually only pays 2 gold pieces for Inter Kingdom now, as you show off your
shit.
tattoo. So however you guys
It-
want to
oh.
play that.
Hey,
Crom just pays for it.
or not, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, however
Crown
you guys,
pays.
yeah, however you guys want to pay for it, just subtract it from your.
Took it
Here you
off
go.
Crom sheet. We're good.
All right.
Wait.
We're heading to Crom's home. He'll pay for that trip.
Thank
All
you,
right.
Tom.
So you easily enough transport to Stratham, and what would you like to do as you arrive in the city? Just head straight out, or do you want to do anything else while you're here?
I have nothing I
have
need in the
notes.
city.
I have notes. Got a point of contact.
Oh yes.
There
We wanna
was Atron in Stratham, but I'm not sure if we have to like talk to him first or if that's just how yep. Come.
Like, kind of last minute thing is like, we need to get in contact or just have someone in Stratham. That's the person we can go to.
Alright.
But I think we want to try and keep our position here on as few
As
radars as possible.
Secret, yeah. I've also written down limited trust for Atron. So maybe he's like a
Yep.
sketchy character.
He works for the conduit, so.
Well,
Gen-
I mean, yeah, but some are more sketchy.
I put in my notes, limit risks.
That's great. But other than that, I think we're good to get going.
All
Unless
right.
we want to purchase a horse or something.
Yeah, because I believe you guys said you left Rhubarb in Thalion, right?
Oh,
I
right.
thought you guys
Okay.
took him with you, to be honest,
No.
but whatever.
I didn't think we got to take Rhubarb with us to the school.
No, we
I
didn't.
can't remember.
I mean,
Rhubarb
think- yeah, I was gonna say, I
collateral
think
in
it's in-
Thalion.
Yeah. Rhubarb, you were a good horse.
Hey,
Or-
he's still a good horse and we're gonna get him back.
We're gonna find out that he's gonna become a crime lord in a whole
Do
different
not.
syndicate.
Rhubarb, we'll get there, and Rhubarb has already assassinated the queen and taken over
Yeah.
the throne.
Rhubarb leads the horse
Well-
mafia.
problem is Rhubarb is male.
Oh
I
yeah,
think.
yeah.
Wait, hold on.
So Rhubarb will be the first king
Yep.
of Thalion.
Rhubarb's male.
Wow. Progressive.
Trendsetter.
Not so much. Anyway, so as
That's
you,
our Rhubarb. Sorry.
so I,
Do we
I'm
want to?
looking-
Do we want to get a cart and a horse to make it faster?
Much faster they'll make it.
let's
It's
just-
only a day.
I would
and a
say
We should just travel by
Yeah.
foot.
Okay.
And I would say we just travel straight through until we're there.
Last time we
I
tried
know
to
the way.
The last time we tried to get a cart, it took forever. Longer than it would to just walk.
Yeah, that's.
half. Rhubarb.
alright. As you guys start heading out of the city and get on the road for the first day of travel, I need someone to roll a d6 for me.
I'll do
Light shot. It's up to you. Give us the.
Give us the good omen.
it. Here comes the good omen. Does that work? No. Okay.
It's a custom
See, I
dice.
thought I heard dice jingling there for a second. I'm like, you can't use your real ones.
Hey,
That's
I don't
what-
know
I
if
tried
that's good or
doing
bad.
I tried doing it on D&D Beyond, and it gave me a 1, and but it didn't work, so I just did it on Roll20. It's the exact opposite. Good.
So as you guys are traveling for this first day of travels, the fairly oh wait, what's the frickin' month right now? I don't remember what
Was
the
it
month
what the
Yeah.
or whatever the celebration was that was going to be happening that we thought the Day of the Dead celebration at the last place.
no, I'm just trying to remember what the weather's supposed to be like. Oh, sorry, it's autumn. So it's an autumn month. I'd say about this time of year, it's getting closer to Samhain. They are starting to get like decorations are going up.
People are just really early with their Halloween decorations.
Yeah, a little bit.
What do you mean really early? I haven't taken mine down.
But so as you're heading out of the city and as you get on your first day of travel, it's a little temperature's kind of mild, not really chilly, not really too hot, or not really too warm, but looks like it's kind of threatening rain. Drizzle, it might feel the occasional splatter of raindrops on you occasionally. But as you're traveling, someone make a perception check. Whoever wants to take point on that.
Actually, Prom, would you be leading us, like, here?
Yeah, I'd be out front. I'll roll. No, never mind. Pip got her. I'm concentrating on the road.
It is. Why am I not seeing that on your rolls? What?
Does that not show up in...
It didn't show up in roll 20. Oh.
There we go.
Prom did a good job, though.
Hold on. I forgot about my music.
Why is mine the only one that the
Yeah,
connections?
why? This Josh's didn't come up either, did it?
Did it?
No.
I see mine there. So
Oh, I see the 6 you rolled, but when you rolled on roll 20 or beyond 20, it's not.
Yeah, I don't know why that didn't show up, but
Wait. Let's just...
Do a test one.
Roll 20 set on beyond 20 set up on this computer. Shit.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I just rolled a dexterity check and it doesn't come through.
That's weird. You sure your beyond 20s are all set up? Other than M's, obviously. Oh, Alicia showed up.
Yeah, that one showed up. It's just when I went to do the custom dice, it wasn't showing up.
Here we go.
There's a crom roll, so it's 17 perception.
So now, question: does everybody have to everyone on their custom set? How are you set up on your custom rolls? Josh?
You just use the little D20 icon in the bottom left-hand corner of your
Yeah, but when you go to roll, it gives you an option of everyone, self, or dungeon master.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I did everyone.
Okay, so that's why I was checking. I didn't know.
Yeah.
Because mine is set for everyone, and it went through, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I did. Well, that's fine. I mean, it's easy enough to type it into Roll20 for the customs. They're pretty infrequent anyways.
Mine just aren't coming through, so I think I'll use roll 20.
It's okay, I'll just open up the game log. It's weird that they're... Oh! Are you actually clicking on the red D20 icon? Because if it is, they should all come through as custom rolls. If it's actually using Beyond 20, and then that, because I'm seeing they're coming through as like a charisma check. They should actually all come through as custom rolls if you're using the right icon.
Okay, that works.
There you go.
I'm hovering over, there's no, like...
Yeah, mine rolled the same either way.
Oh, then you don't have Beyond 20 installed. Are you using Chrome?
Or turned on, maybe.
Or turned on?
Technical.
Sorry, everyone. This is called technical difficulties due to lack of rolling dice for weeks.
Yeah.
got the stream.
Yeah. It's okay. I have the game log just in case, but we'll continue on while tries to solve that. So basically, as you're wandering around, you're kind of like keeping an eye out for the most part, 'cause you know some of the dangers that can lurk around here. But you're a little distracted, I assume. I imagine, because like got lots on your mind and everything that's going on. That.
And bringing Rand back to the house, so.
That it's as you're traveling, you just very faintly, like you just barely catch it. Hear this kind of to be a roar off in the distance, probably to the let's say southwest, and it sounds like it's getting closer.
Uh-oh.
I go look back there. Did you all hear that?
Hear what?
Roll
Thought I heard a roar.
roll a perception check, everyone who wants to try and listen for it. We use active perception right now. Yeah, say you all, you know, you're probably a little distracted and like haven't been in on this side of
Except
Stratum.
Alicia.
Yeah, Alicia, you definitely hear it, and you definitely hear that it's obviously getting closer because it was a little louder. Pip and Fen, you do pick up on it. It's kind of like a roar, and there's like sounding of like beating wings.
Does she know which direction it's coming from?
Southwest.
What's the
it's from the air?
terrain? What's the terrain around us?
It is at this point it's like kind of like foothills, like the small. It's just trying to get into foothills, I'd say, because it's leading up to the city, but maybe kind of flat.
How tall is the grass? I guess is what I'm asking.
Like a foot high, maybe. It's not that long.
Not high enough. Not good enough to hide in.
No.
So
Don't
prepare for a
think
fight,
we-
I suppose.
Be ready
Place
just
to
in
hide
case.
around here.
Is anyone proficient in nature? And
I'm
Pip-
half proficient.
Yeah, Pip, you can roll because you're a bardic jack of all trades thing, and anyone that might be proficient in nature can roll a nature check.
That's
You're not sure what it is.
you
You studied
it's
it,
a bird.
Well, I'm
so you just
assuming Crom is used to the dragons in the area, so would it be something he's encountered before?
roll a you can roll you can roll a nature check because
Okay.
you are kind of from here.
I didn't know if maybe you wanted history. I was hoping. Yeah, because I don't know anything in nature.
Well, okay, we'll say nature. See if you know what the sound is. You'll say no. You can roll a history check for like what might be around this area. As the sound of wings is getting louder. You don't see anything yet. Okay, you know that there are obviously dragons are all over Cavia, many different colors. But anything with wings, you're not sure. It could either there are chimeras in the area. There's wyverns. It could be either. Those are the only things that fly that would make the sound of wings flapping that you know of.
No griffins or anything like that.
No. But in this,
Alicia will-
sorry.
I quickly run through the list, everybody. I'm like, okay, obviously it's Cavia. We got dragons everywhere, but it could also be a chimera. It could also be a wyvern. I don't know what it is, though. I suggest we kind of set ourselves
Can we
up a
see
little
it in the
defensively
sky?
and see what comes.
Alicia will just go cast aid on Fen, Crom, Pip.
Oh, add your whatchamacallit. I don't know why it's not adding it. You should be able to add your Disciple of Life.
Yeah, it did before. Weird. It would be 2 plus the spell's level, so that would be 6.
Yeah,
So
so
that puts at 20 or 16.
yeah, Disciple of Life.
And we're overriding max HP, right?
Yes, that goes over your max HP. Oh, it's not on here. Interesting.
I guess I'll cast aid on Ran and Alicia as well.
Wow.
Okay, you think?
Uncovered now.
Yeah, so that we're all covered.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So Ran and Alicia get 5.
Thank you.
Okay, I'll just add that to Ran's max here for you guys. Whoever's gonna control Ran if something happens. What are you doing? Are you trying to, like, maybe get there? I will say I'll say right now you're probably going through a small little, because it's foothills, or kind of a little bit of a windy path. And there are like a few small bushes.
Can we reasonably hide in this area? Or, like, how far off the path would we have to go to be able to?
Well, you'd have to.
Can we book it to a rocky outcropping or something?
You're not close enough to that.
Okay.
Give me a second. I'll just use this map. Why not? This works.
Oh,
Plus-
no.
You guys can pull your tokens on because I added them as in your journals, just to make it easier. You should have that your character sheet thing just with your token is attached to it. And we'll say you're coming from this side.
Where is it?
Yeah, I'm actually not so familiar.
I can't find it.
Should be under journal. Pretty sure
No, I don't use
I don't see it in my
20
journal.
outside this game.
Got my spell markers, spell tokens, AoE templates.
Sorry. I thought I added that. Apparently it
There
did
you
not.
go.
There you go. Fen should be there. There we go. Yeah, so you should be down in somewhere. You're starting down in this corner.
Hey.
I'll have to guess. So who's gonna control Ran if something happens?
I can, I guess.
Okay. Actually, I'll just do an everyone on that one for right now. There, everyone should be able to see Rans for right now. Sorry. Thought I got these, apparently not. Anyway, so yeah, so you have like, this is about a few feet up the hill. You got a few small bushes that you might be able to hide in. Or there's these bushes over here. But you are over on this side right now.
This is token.
I don't
Yeah,
have a token
how do we
in
add the
mine.
token?
You should.
Just a thing that had like your spell markers in it. And at the very top there should be a little tab that says main campaign.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. Cool.
I got you all.
Yeah.
Figured it out.
My
Wait, where?
character stuff is empty.
It should be. Just click and drag it. It is on there.
No, what I'm saying is, I can't click and drag.
There's the at the
When
very
I-
top. There's the chat,
see your name?
and then there's one over.
Yeah, if you see your name, you can click and drag your name onto the map.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm trying. When I click on, and there's nothing there on mine. Oh well, there's a Chrome thing. That'll work. Because I'm having the same problem with Rands. I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
You have to make sure you're actually clicking on the name part, not on where the little 3 lines are. That's right, I gotta pull something up here. Oh, I don't actually have the right token up. Oopsies.
That works.
So are you guys doing anything, or?
Are we trying to hide?
I mean, I guess.
Sound of
We're
wings
trying to
again.
hide.
I point to the bushes over here and say, "Run!" and
Okay.
I
We
start booking it.
running. Yeah.
Alright.
Oh my god.
Alright. And everyone can get, we'll say, a move in.
Oh, from our original starting
Yeah.
spot.
Sorry, yeah. Get like one movement and a dash. You can get if you want to do that.
Oh, okay. So, like, it's definitely, like, it can see us, I imagine, at this point. Can we see what's in the air?
Yeah. At this point, I'm gonna say make a perception check as you're running.
Oliver?
Whoever's looking up and trying to see what's coming.
That would be me, because I'm not gonna make the distance. That's my
Okay,
dash.
I'd say, yep, probably, all of you. Even Alicia. Alicia, you're kind of squinting, you're having a hard time finding it. But everyone else, you can see it's 3 heads, wings, flying its way towards you.
Sarah.
Oh god.
Lovely. What's Rand's
And,
movement?
30.
Somebody needs to move Rand to.
Yeah, I can't drag her.
You should have permission.
I do not.
Crying out loud. All players. Jesus Christ. There we go.
Ah, there we go.
Alright,
The bushes, you guys are all slow.
so I'd say Fen, since you made it to where you can hide, you can roll a stealth check if you want.
Okay.
And then everyone can roll initiative. Make sure you click on your token before you roll initiative. Okay,
Do we
good.
know if it's seen
Good
us?
reminder.
Yeah, you can tell it's seen you by now, except for Fen. You're actually. Hold on. What?
I failed to click on my token. Sorry.
You don't know if it's seen you yet, Fen. Chrome. That turn, you should be able to add your number.
Thank you.
Yep.
Sorry, I just gotta. I gotta roll initiative for this thing. Everyone's on there. Oh, someone roll for Ran. Yeah, I'll just add it on there. Alright. Oh, that's not it. There we go. Okay, and as it roars and you can see it turning towards you, Crom, you're up first.
Oh god, we're all bunched.
Oh, yeah.
And move into the bush.
10, 15, 20. I will go here. And make myself the big target in front. I will hold an attack until it gets near. And use my bonus action to range.
Alright,
Nice.
holding your action. Oh, that's not right. Alright, next up is Alicia.
Yeah. Okay, I think I'm just gonna go with the bless. Get some blesses going.
Yeah, don't forget
Are
your,
5. Yeah. just do bless at actually I'll just do it at first level. Okay, so bless at first level, I'm going to put it on Chrome. I'm gonna put one on Fen and one on Pip.
I'm gonna say, wait, what it? Roll a perception check, see if you can see Fen, because Fen's stealthed.
Oh, okay.
Roll higher than a 22.
You
Nope.
can't. You do not know where Fen went. She just disappeared in the bush.
So it could be on Ran.
All right. So on Ran and who?
Pip.
All right.
Yeah, and then I'll pull out my concentration sec here, but she's just gonna move over here and end her turn. Oh, thanks.
Hope you can move that.
I can.
Ah, okay. So you're
I
good.
cannot move my bless either, so
Okay. Everyone else, pull up.
pull a bless out. Gotcha.
Yeah, I forgot that whoever pulls it out gets control of it. So that's your action, your movement.
Yep,
don't forget
that's
to
it.
don't forget to put it in the back. Actually, here we go.
Oh, I put it in the back.
There we go.
There we go. Thank you.
So next up is Fen. What would you like to do, Fen?
I am going to. Oops, sorry, romance stay hidden and hold a boomerang attack until it attacks.
Alrighty. Anything else you want to do with your bonus action, or?
Not yet, no.
You can't hold a bonus action, so you can only hold an action. That's why I ask.
Yeah, so, nope.
Okay.
Nothing.
Next up is the Chimera, and it is going to. Oh wait, I forgot to say how high it was. It's probably going to be like 40 feet in the air. So it's going to fly. It's moving at 60. So it's going to fly down 10 feet in there, just 30 feet up, and that's 5. Oops. There we go. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, no, actually, 30, hovering above here. It's still 30 feet in the air, and it's gonna kind of, actually no, I guess it has to be back here. It's gonna aim and take a deep breath and aim its cone attack. Oh no, it can't. It would have to be here. It's gonna aim it down at, yeah.
What's the range on its cone, just out of
It's
curiosity?
a 30-foot cone.
So it could really only hit me.
It's,
Yeah, because it's 30 feet above.
It's 30 feet in the air.
yeah, so I think it's aiming it down, right? Hold on, maybe it'll come down a little bit. I can't math.
No, just say because the cone that close to me, it's either going to go over me if it's concentrating its power away, or it's going to have to go straight down at me.
Yeah.
I hate angles.
The trigonometry problem.
Rig.
Yeah. I'll say it's 20 feet in the air, not 30. I think you can do that with its speed. Sounds about right. It's 20 feet. I think Alicia's probably just out of it anyway. So, Kron, I need you to roll. I'm probably gonna save this anyway. Constitution saving throw. It does not notice.
Oh, it would be Constitution.
Mm-hmm.
Huh, +9 at least. 20 good enough?
Yeah, you say nothing happens. So you just see it exhale this, like, I'll say it's kind of like just like a cloud of, like, almost like a vapor. You're not sure what it does. And kind of feel your, I'll say you kind of almost feel like your reactions and your movements to start to slow for a second, and then you just kind of like sheer force to, like, will and hardiness shake it off, and you're okay.
Down here.
It's still floating 20 feet in the air, and it can't. I don't think it's got any movement, we'll say. So that ends its turn.
Since he attacked, does that trigger my held action?
If it's in range, yes. It's 20 feet in the air.
Yeah, my boomerang can go up to 160 feet or up to 120.
Okay, yeah. So you can throw your boomerang.
And I hit it.
I'm gonna say no. You actually, because you see it actually look. It's looking around and happens to, like, look over at you, but it focused on Crom because he's the bigger target.
He came out front.
He outshot myself.
So unfortunately, yeah, he rolled a natural 20. Yeah, that hits. You wing your boomerang, and it comes in and kind of smacks it on the side of the head.
Is this the boomerang that has a chance to disappear?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, she rolled a nat 1.
Whack.
Forgot about this. Okay, 9 points of damage. Oops. Alrighty. That's your held action. Pip, you're up.
I am, and it's 20 feet in the air, so if I get close to it, I can't even hit it. So, I will shoot it with my crossbow, or at least try to.
Alrighty. I think your crossbow's got a lot of range on it. Remember
Yeah,
correct?
it's like
Your short range
80
is like
feet
80.
to
Yeah.
320.
Oh, and your sharpshooter. Never mind.
Yeah.
So it's really 320.
Yeah, basically. If I can see you, I can hit you. Most
Basically.
time. Not today.
No, it's a natural one to see it. Natural 1. Do I want to play this? Kind of like aiming it. I'm gonna say roll one more time. Just to
God.
see.
Flex off of the beast and hits Chrome in the forehead.
Yeah, just
Beat
roll
Chrome's
one more
luck.
attack roll. Just to see if it
Okay.
happens to. Because it's a natural one. You gotta play those. Yeah, no, you're like trying to aim, but you're just kind of probably maybe shaking a little bit, watching whatever the hell happened to Crom, but he seemed to shake off. But it kind of flies over, and Crom, you see this arrow just go whizzing over your left shoulder. Or bolt, I guess.
No, I'm big and ugly, but not that big and ugly.
Do you have any? It's a ranged weapon. I don't. No, you can't do 2-weapon fighting with that. I don't think.
No.
Rand's up. What would Rand like to do?
It's blast.
Are you controlling Rand there, Matt?
I can? Is that what I'm doing?
Yeah, I think you were.
Okay.
Should probably Hexblade's person.
Yeah, she would.
I think she has to be within 30
What?
feet for that. Yeah, 30 feet.
Can she get with?
If she's, I'd say if she's
Get
like,
directly under it.
if she's directly under it, or if she is like right here. Yeah. Like
That
10
way.
feet away and up.
And it's her.
Alright, Hexblade's Curse. Where's my spell markers? Actually, no, I guess you guys can add that. Because then you can actually move it. Actually, no, I have to add it. Never mind. What am I doing? My brain.
I think I can add it.
I'm the one that has to be able to move it, so you know. Okay, Hexblade's Curse. That's her bonus action, I believe. Yeah, so she's still got an action. If she wants to attack with the Elder Blast or something. Don't forget to turn the Hexblade's Curse on D&D Beyond. In case she gets a 19.
Second.
Uh, 15 does not hit. She fires a blast and it just kind of goes streaking by it. Dragon head. I think, does she have 2 at this level, I believe?
She has 2 beams.
Yeah, so you can roll one more time.
Oh, okay. Gotta just...
That's a hit. So that's 14 points of damage. I think that's all Rand's got, so Crom, you're up. And you will lose your rage if you don't do something to attack or anything. And sadly, it's way the hell up there.
Attacked me, didn't it?
Oh, you didn't take damage though.
I think you just gotta be attacked, isn't it?
No, you have to take damage
I'm
or
gonna
attack.
attack it. I just have a question.
Hmm.
Is that 25-foot range where I'm standing and where it is, or is that 20?
It's 20 feet up. So let's say it's 20 feet away from you because you're right next to it otherwise.
Then I am going to huck some hand axes.
Alright.
Hell yeah.
Just deciding between the hand axe and the javelin.
15 is
Taking it
that
at 15,
you throw your hand axe, it just kind of goes whoo, 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 and kind of falls somewhere over here.
And I huck my second hand axe.
That hits. So you kind of throw it and it kind of, we'll say it, lodges in the,
Only 6 damage, not 9.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it kind of like hits the its shoulder blade and then kind of falls back down to the ground. But it damaged it.
Spend a free action going, come on down here. Come and get some. Tasty dwarf on the menu.
All right, Alicia, you're up.
All right. Perfect. She's going to cast Spiritual Weapon at 4th level.
Don't forget to add that to your add that to the field.
And Winged Sword. There she is.
All right, so yeah, that you can put it within 60 feet, and you can put it right up to it. So yeah, you can take your attack. So 14. So you kind of put it up there and kind of swing, and it just kind of like flaps out of the way.
Ah, damn.
Yeah.
Okay, and then
But
she
it's out.
will Toll the Dead as well.
It's a wisdom save.
Yep.
It fails. Because I think a 5 fails.
Yeah. And it has taken damage.
Yeah, it's taking
Yes.
damage.
Sweet. 16.
Why is the Blessed Strikes on there?
That's the Tasha's thing, right?
Yeah, I think, is that on your cantrips?
Yep. Cantrips or weapon strikes.
Interesting, I just want to see it. It's been a while since I read that.
Yeah.
Heh. Come on, load in.
Oh, that's pretty fucking sick.
Alrighty. Let's do...
24.
Sorry. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So that's, yeah.
I feel like that's the most damage I've ever done on a turn.
That's your bonus action, your action, and
Yep. She'll just, actually maybe even, like, move over.
Fen, you're up.
In the air, right?
Yeah, it's 20 feet in the air still.
Safety tools thing is in my way.
Oh.
Hey, slow down!
Okay. Ben will just kind of move up a little bit in the bushes, and because it's up in the air and she doesn't want to throw her other boomerang and be boomerangless, she's gonna firebolt it.
Okay,
Nice.
roll an attack. You just kind of fire into the bush, kind of gets in your way a little bit, and kind of just flies off in the distance.
Almost light a bush on fire, but don't.
Yeah, pretty close, and you just barely miss, and you spend your, you kind of, so there's your turn, just kind of like batting it out. Anything with your bonus action? Oops.
I'm going to do, I'll use a key point to do
Patient defense.
defense. There
Alright.
we go. That's the word.
Find your thing, and it's up. See if I get the thrust weapon back. Ooh, it does. And it is going to kind of fly around over here. And I'm gonna back up a little bit. Actually, no. It's gonna stay there. Actually, no. It would have to back up a little bit. 20 feet in the air. 40 feet. I hate trigonometry.
Like, for a cone and from 20 feet up, to get
Nah,
me,
it's not a cone.
it's almost gonna have to go down.
It's a line.
Would it be even harder to get me? It would have to get further back if it wants to, or land to get more than one of us, I think.
I think this line is the right length. Okay. I think it'll, just to make it a little easier on it, it's going to come down to 10 feet. And I need Crom, Ran, and Fen to make dexterity saving throws.
You can definitely see this, right?
Yeah, you can definitely see it. It's kind of like one of its heads. It's kind of like I'll say the goat head is rearing back.
Doesn't matter.
Fen saves, so you're not gonna take any damage. Pip just failed, and Cromie failed. So that is
Ran failed.
Ran failed rather. Sorry. So it's 7d8 acid damage.
Oh,
Oh my god. 7d8?
And thus the party rested. Forever.
Oh, that's bad.
0, 8, 14, 15, 7, 33 points of acid damage. Fen, you would take none because you saved an evasion. So there's a dex saving throw. And, okay, so
It is not
10.
a chimera, that's for sure. 33, you said?
I'm trying to think how much it's moved.
$15 and 10, so 25 so far.
Actually, it's moved 35. Okay, 35.
No, 25. 50. It should be like 5, 10, 15 would get him there, and then drop 10 feet.
5. Hold on.
Oh, he was way over there? I thought he was right above me. Belay my lash. You're
Yeah. So that's
30.
35, so he's got, not 30, 25 feet of movement left. And he's gonna drop down, let's see here. So here, that's 5, 10, and then 15, 20, it's gonna land. So it's not flying anymore. And it is going to, breath weapon takes, attack you with its claws. So it kind of like lands and kind of rakes out towards you. 23 to hit. $11 points of slashing damage, halved to 5. Oh, wait. Yeah, 5.
Yep.
Math. That ends its turn. Pip, you're up. It's on the ground now.
Right. I'm gonna try something.
Alright.
Pip's gonna get out her pan flute, and she's going to play a really nasty, discordant melody, and she's going to cast Dissonant Whispers.
Okay, what's the save on that?
Wisdom 16.
I rolled a natural 18.
Nasty. Fuck.
Is there anything on a save?
Hang on a sec. Half as much damage, and
So-
it doesn't have to.
Okay, so 10
Oh,
points.
10.
So that's, alright, Rand's up. Unless you have a bonus action, or rather, I forgot.
I don't have a bonus action. Well, I don't. But I will move up
Alright.
just to get close.
Alright, Rand's up.
And for Ran, I have a question. What spells are available to Ran right now?
Could be all of them.
Well, no, because she had a thing with
Oh,
hatred.
She hasn't tried anything. All she's tried
Hasn't.
is her invocation. She hasn't tried any spells, so she doesn't know.
Okay.
Although Eldritch Blast worked.
Yeah, usually
Plus, did work.
it's from an item, but you don't know if that means anything. What's Rand's hit points at, by the way? Just so I can mark it down for you.
She's at 52.
Okay.
We'll run up 15, 20 feet, get close to it,
Alright.
and she will take a hit with her weapon and cast Branding Smite.
Alright. Roll an attack. And link me Branding Smite. Oh, never mind. 20 points of damage. I think there's a save attached to that, isn't there? Roll your attack. 15. So she kind of goes to strike, and it kind of like raises its claws and rears back on all fours, and she misses. So anything happen with Branding Smite if she doesn't hit?
It just says the next time that you hit a creature with a weapon attack before the spell ends.
Okay, so she's concentrating on that then.
Yep.
Yes.
That's cool.
Yep.
And she does have 2 attacks, I believe, with her packed weapon. Yeah, she has 2 attacks. So you can make another attack with
Ooh.
that.
Let's hope it hits.
Oh, we'll take a natural 20.
Oh boy.
Was it a natural 20? I can't see it.
It is a natural
Yes.
20, yeah.
Hell.
Nice.
Okay, so
Deals an
Actually,
egg.
hold it. It was a 19.
Yeah, but she crits on
Yeah.
a 19.
Crits on a 19.
Yep, yep.
that's 5d6 radiant damage.
Yeah, I think it's what you rolled up there before, yeah.
Uh-huh.
See if it's still alive.
That'd be
It does say the attack deals an extra
11,
2d6
12,
radiant.
13 plus. Oh yeah, she's doing it one-handed, I assume.
Yeah.
it'd be
Plus
43.
33.
Well, no, sorry, 53. Because wouldn't the 20 would also
Double it.
Oh
double.
shit.
So it'd be 53 total.
Oh.
Or am I wrong in my math? I don't know. I don't know.
You're right.
Honestly, I'm seeing so many numbers that my brain is short-circuiting.
I forget.
It's looking hurt, but it's still standing.
Looking hurt.
And just do I want to come in? No. Chrome, you're up.
Will. Great weapon master attack. Reckless attack.
Oh lord!
He's gonna kill it.
You go smack it.
Assume a 24 hits.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I will do the same thing again. Oh,
Yeah, that hits.
I did not. I didn't click the button, so it would be a 15 to hit
Oh, that does
with
not
plus
hit.
10 damage, or as rolled with 22, whichever way you want to roll it. I
Uh,
meant to
you-
Great Weapon Master, but I forgot to click the button, so
You-
I will roll with your call.
You said Great Weapon Master, so I'll take that. So
I did.
a 15 doesn't hit.
Okay.
So you kind of strike at one and kind of rears back, and you miss with the second swipe.
Wait,
Kind of
did
like-
you roll with bless? Because you're blessed.
Oh yeah, you can add a
Oh,
D4.
no.
Well,
Add a D4, motherfricker.
I mean, you only need a 1, so.
There you go.
Bless worked.
Nice.
So that would be
No, I've
19
been
to
forgetting
hit,
about Bless.
and it would be
I
32
totally
damage.
forgot to.
It's still standing, barely. I think
So
that's
total
your,
damage that turn would be 59.
I got it. Anything
Okay.
else on your turn?
And that's it for me.
Uh,
Growl menacingly at it.
Alicia, yeah.
Kill it.
Alright, so spiritual weapon strike again. What was that? The fourth level there. Oh, whoops. I just rolled the damage. Ignore that. That's an attack.
I mean, yeah.
What?
Yeah. Okay. So
That
works.
hits, yeah. Roll your damage.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, you see the spiritual weapon go to swing, and as you're getting ready to do a cantrip or something, it just falls over dead.
It explodes into petals.
No. Well, not quite.
No.
What's the height of this creature like?
Is this creature?
The chimera.
Do we know?
It's a chimera.
Okay.
Chimera?
So does it have scales or feathers or?
It's kind of got like, looks like a typical chimera. It's just apparently has a different kind of breath weapon.
Chimeras, I thought just breathed fire. I was all sorts interested in what this critter was going to be.
It's just got different variant.
Okay.
I gotta change something for you guys that know everything.
Oh no, that's fine. I was. You had me excited. I'm like, what is it?
Anyway, so yeah, you managed to kill it, and there it lays before you.
Is there anything that we can harvest from it?
You can certainly try.
I probably will.
Roll a survival check.
Okay. Can I get some help on this?
Alicia will pat you on the shoulder for guidance.
She did a D4.
Okay.
Crom would not know how to help you, so he will not.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. I don't need it.
Jen is busy looking for her boomerang.
Yep.
That's great. Fan, roll an investigation check. Say with a natural 20, you spend a good chunk of time, and we'll say you get like, what are you trying to get out of it?
Teeth, claws, maybe a bit of the hide.
Okay, we'll say you get like, the natural 20. You get like 10 claws. We'll say you get like, the only teeth that are really worth anything are like the fangs, so you get both fangs, and then we'll say you get like, if you want to carry it, let's say it's like 10 pounds of hide.
Cool.
That you have to do something with, but you have that.
Enough for me.
What are you gonna do with that?
I don't know yet. Maybe make some armor.
Oh, that's or like a
I
really
get the
nice
feeling I'm
cloak.
about-
Ooh,
I get
maybe.
the feeling I'm about to lug a hide around.
And if you don't want to, I can carry it.
Oh, I'll carry it.
Yay!
What's your strength again, Pip?
Right now it's 10, but my weight isn't encumbered yet. So
I would say you'd probably still have a fairly hard time hauling it around, but you know.
It's Crom's job. He's the pack mule.
Alright, so
20 strength.
so you start, you just start and your boomerang, I'll say, Fen, you spend about a good, do you have any length of time you want to spend looking for it, or you just want to find it?
It's my fancy boomerang. I'm not losing this thing.
Okay, we'll say, well, Pip busy harvesting, and everyone else, I'm not sure what you're doing. You spend a good, with what's it, 12 investigations, so you spend a good,
I would say if Alicia
well,
would
because it
notice-
hits you, you know, we'll say it kind of hit and kind of bounced off a little bit. We'll say you spend a good half an hour looking for it, just because it wouldn't have gone too far.
half
It's a little
hour.
difficult to try and like push through
Right.
and everything.
It probably like bounced off and like fell in a bush and got tangled, so it takes a little while to actually realize, oh hey, that's where it would have bounced off. But yeah, you do that. I'll say Pip's harvesting for a good hour to get all that. What would you guys like to do?
Best bless ever.
Thanks. I knew I did something around here.
I would say while the harvesting is going on, I would be over there watching. And figure that takes about as long as the finding the boomerang, right?
A little longer.
A little longer.
Yeah.
That'd be collecting everything you harvest out and folding it up, figuring out how I'm going to carry this.
Alicia would just be watching clouds.
All right. Well, say you haven't traveled. We'll say you haven't traveled too far. You are starting to get into the foothills. We'll say it's probably about noon at this time. Say it's pushing 1 o'clock by the time you finish harvesting. You want to just continue on?
Yeah.
And all right, anything you guys want to discuss while you're walking, or?
Tom is mentally preparing to run into his dad.
Alright. I'm gonna say that as you're traveling, Crummy would know that you can either get there in a day and a little bit, or you can try and push through the night and get there by like 10 o'clock. So would you guys like to push through the night, or do you want to rest?
I look back to everybody. Let's just go.
Are we? Is this a time crunch?
I mean,
I would just
it would be
feel
better to get there faster.
I would feel better under a roof right now.
I'll definitely feel worse not sleeping, but I guess that's true. Ben?
8 or 10 o'clock in the morning.
Fuck, you're talking
10
like 10 to midnight somewhere in there, right?
Late at night if you push on, we'll say.
Oh.
We'll be able to sleep.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Never mind. Sorry, I misunderstood. Yeah, no, let's keep going.
But we would probably take a point of exhaustion for this, right? Since we're
you need to roll a
traveling more than normal.
Constitution saving throw. I just need to find the DC on that.
Here's my save.
Travel.
It's good.
Mine's not going to be good at all.
Okay, I think it's actually.
Yeah, no.
Hey, everyone.
Then... Oh, of course, Ran rolls natural 20.
Since I'm carrying that hide, do you want me to roll at disadvantage?
No, you got strength of 20. You're fine.
I've been fine with that. But I will take 27 and run.
I'm trying to remember what the DC
Mom, don't run!
supposed to be.
If it's a half day's travel, it's like 15 to 20, somewhere in there is where I'd throw it, but I can't remember what the actual number is.
I know there's
There's a chart for it, though.
Yeah, I just don't remember what book it's in. It's not in the player's handbook. It looks like it's in the DMG somewhere.
In the DMG.
Where is it? Where are you? Exploration? Maybe? Sorry. I know there's a specific DC for this, and I kind of want to get this right.
Trying to remember where it is.
Yeah,
Because there's a bunch of different of the actual adventures have different settings because of their place. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, where is it? What would it be under? Complications? No, that's not it.
You could probably just do a DM call. Can't find it.
I usually go off of like picturing what ordinary people can do and call a 10 like an average ordinary person task.
The DC, I think the way Matt does it, it's 10 is the base one, and then every hour past that, the DC goes up by 1. If I remember correctly.
That's
from
the
what
way I remember it being, is something similar to that. First hour is 10, and then a +1 for every hour after.
Go to Google. Fuck it, we'll go 10. Why not? I'm gonna find that. I feel stupid now. So we'll say Pip takes a point of exhaustion then.
Pip, you're lagging behind. What's going on?
Oh, my feet are aching. They are so sore.
We all know you wanted a wagon, but this isn't the way to complain.
You know, it would have been much faster if we just got a horse and a cart.
That's true.
What if the Chimera destroyed it?
Yeah, they would have been
Yeah.
dead. Yeah.
Remember how close Rhubarb was to dying that one time?
Oh, yeah, that wasn't okay.
It's for the best.
Well, at least once we get there, in portal where we
True. Probably.
well, I mean, like once we get there, we'll all have been there, and if we move or if we travel, we can always portal back instead of.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yes.
Alright, so say Beverly, you do manage to push into the it's just on the, you're coming just into the edge of the mountains, so like you're entering just barely. And it's kind of pushing late at night, so as you're coming up to the entrance, and Crom, you would know that this is where you are. You see it's basically a fortress set into the side of the mountain that looks well like fortified and everything. And as you walk up to the gates, the doors are shut. What would you like to do? You're at the gates. Ah.
I take the butt of my axe and pound on the door. Pound on the gate door.
All right. We wait a little bit, and sorry, I'm just trying to. And there's not too much time. You hear voices on the other side, and whatchamacallit, it's the door kind of cracks open and says, "Who's coming in here so late at night?" And it looks just one person in your clan. You would know who it is.
The
Gavin, it's Crom. Get out of the way.
It's who? I missed that name.
Gavin. I went with Gavin.
Okay. Oh, Chrome.
Everybody needs a Gavin in the group.
Sure. He just says, Chrome, what are you doing coming in so late?
It's been a long day on the road, my friend. I need to get to Dad.
Alright. He opens the door.
These are my friends. They're with me.
See, he's a dwarf. He's got similar fiery red hair to Crom. Maybe a little closer to the brown edge.
Hello.
Hi.
Everybody, Gavin, everybody.
Yeah, he just doesn't. Yeah.
We need to go get some rest. We'll talk to. I'll introduce him better to you tomorrow. I just start stumbling down the road towards the tunnel entry.
Okay, so basically what you guys see is like it's like a small almost like it could be like a castle square, and Crom just stumbling towards another set of large doors, and as those open, it opens up into like what is very clearly just like a mountain cave, probably about 20 feet high, well carved out, very much constructed. Yeah, and it was like, Crom, you can easily lead them to like some guest quarters or something that you can sleep in.
Yeah, I'm assuming. I would assume the family has something they can crash in, so I'd probably take them straight to Dad.
No, that's you would know where you can take them. So
Yeah.
And it's late at night. You know, they're probably sleeping or working at this point.
Mom's probably at the forge because that's what Mom does.
Okay. So easy enough. You guys managed to crash out. It's a fairly comfortable little room. Just there's only probably about 2 beds rather, like twin size. But I mean, 2 of you only have a trance, so it's like easily enough. You guys can get a long rest, though.
So this is where you grew up, Crown?
Oh yeah, this is the outer caves.
No wonder you're
Caves.
so cranky.
The caves run under the whole mountain. I will show you all around in the morning. Beds, get some rest.
Pip's already passed out.
I will go check in with Mom, and I'll head to the forge to let Mom know I'm here.
All right. So as the rest of you guys kind of settle down into your trance or your sleep, and technically, Fen and Alicia, you can actually sleep if you'd like.
Nope. Always trance.
All right. I will say, Crom, you can easily find the forge. You do hear. Actually, hold on. I'll see if she's awake. It's actually, as you approach the forge, it's actually quiet. Must actually gone to bed early tonight.
That frightens me.
I mean, you know, she doesn't always work day and night.
No. Not always, but Crom will make his way to the house and just sneak in and fall asleep in the front room.
All right.
Just literally
Wake up.
in the armor on the floor next to the couch. Didn't even make it to the couch.
Oh no, you only have medium armor, correct?
Yeah,
Okay, you're fine. Never mind.
but the spikes are a little uncomfortable on the floor.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but no, that's heavy armor. You can't sleep in. But anyway, easily enough, you can kind of pass out on the floor or lean against a wall or something if you want. So you guys can all get a long rest.
That gets rid of aid, right?
Yes, it's only
Yeah.
It should. Oh wait, never mind.
It should auto wipe.
It
Shit.
did. Perfect.
Oh, do the long rest but unran. So the next day doesn't dawn because you're in a mountain, and the rest of you are a little confused about what time it is. I guess I should ask, is there anything that Finn and Alicia do after your 4-hour trance since you have 4 hours so everyone else is awake?
She retrances because, like, it doesn't occur to her immediately when they first get there because she's already tired, but being inside
You
a
can't.
mountain like
That's
this is pretty...
technically taking too long rests on her own. You can't actually do that.
Well, she's just chilling.
Okay.
Yeah. She's still meditating.
It's like when you wake up and you just stay in bed.
Yeah, exactly.
That's fair. You guys just kind of chilling in your little room there as Pip and Ran are just passed the fuck out.
Yeah, she'll have bags under her eyes still after all this.
Ben is wondering potentially who she'll be able to talk to here to get embarrassing stories about Crom. Because we all had to sit with my family for a bunch of days. Ben is ready for some retribution.
That's fair.
Awesome.
Well, I walked right into that one.
Alright, so Pip, you get ready to your level of exhaustion. Everyone wakes up really refreshed. A little, like, groggy still because you don't really have the daylight cues that it's morning, but, you know, the sounds of the forge kind of wake most of you up, or signal to you that those are already awake that it's morning.
I figure I get woken up by Dad smacking me for sleeping on the floor.
Nah.
Poke, are you alive?
No.
You really here?
What would you like to do?
It will probably ask Crom if he knows of anyone in his clan that Pans hides. Because I don't want to let it go stinky and gross and rotting.
Stinky.
I mean, you guys don't typically work with leathers, but there's probably someone
No, but
around.
I can sell them.
I know. I'm talking about Crom's family.
Alright.
We're a bunch of forgists and artisans, so I would say there's probably
Like I said,
somebody.
it's not something you typically work with, but there's probably someone that can at least tan it for them.
We can get it cut into strips for pummels, but tanning, yeah.
Probably.
Gavin's dad, I think, does that. What was his name?
Is that Dwarvish? What's his name?
Yeah, all of this conversation, he's mumbling in Dwarvish because he's back home.
Oh.
It's okay. That's alright. Pip can understand it.
This is Daernus. D-A-E-R-N-U-S.
Yeah, Daernus, it's Gavin's dad. You know what? Tell you what, while I walk you around the outer area here, we'll go there first. And I'll gather everybody up and start giving them a tour of the cavern, of the entry cavern area.
Alright.
Good question. How many of us can speak Dwarvish?
Glacier can.
So Alicia was confused.
Yeah.
Fan, you speak Dwarvish, I believe, don't you? Or no? No? Okay, that was when you had.
She definitely.
It's just Pip and Crom.
I think so.
Boy.
Alicia definitely has the habit of just following whoever seems to be leading at this point, which is behind Fen.
I'm sorry, I have this image of everybody walking with Pip and Crom at the front, and Crom is giving all of this great description of the cavern in Dwarvish to Pip, and nobody else is understanding a word we're saying.
Yeah. Alicia's like.
Oh, very much so,
nodding.
because no one else speaks Dwarvish.
So I would do that until somebody hit me in the back of the head to remind me.
And Pip, you're just like nodding along, so you totally understand it.
Yeah, I think once I realize that nobody else can understand it, I'll try translating a little bit.
Easy now.
Then I see the translation. I'm like, oh, sorry. Go back in.
No, it's a beautiful language. Can I keep going?
Roger that. In Dwarvish.
It's a lot of like. Oh, I guess I said dwarvishes in this world. It's like. Hold on. Oh no, I went by region because. People in Cavia is more of like an Irish dialect. That's what it was.
If I remember correctly.
I think that's what I said.
Because you have town names like something like Lorecaster.
Yeah. I have my notebook somewhere, but I'll find it later. Yeah, so easily enough you can give them the grand tour. It's a rather extravagant series of tunnels, and some doors, some are just kind of open archways. So there's actually several forges. Where are you leading them, Crom?
But so the actual living area is in a giant cavern.
Mm-hmm. Everything,
And
yeah.
in that is, so it's like streets. It's like a city in underground.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pointing out, okay, this district over here is,
I wouldn't say it's really districts per se, because it's like, it's not a city, it's just one clan, so it's like a network of tunnels is what I'm imagining.
if you go down that way, you'll reach the primary forges. Mom's is actually over there. They've got their own special forges for certain smiths.
Do you really need this many forges?
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Probably not,
Nice and
but
toasty.
everybody likes their own.
I will say you do end up passing by, depending on where you're going, a really large, probably, I'll say it's 20-foot high, iron door with obvious, the eye symbol. I don't know if you've ever seen it, the amulet that Crom wears. It's a symbol of an eye over the, where the seam of the door.
That's the that leads to the tunnels, right?
Yeah, it leads to the vault.
How cool.
It's a very tall door
Like
and heavy.
20 feet would be 4 crumbs. 4 and a
Six
third.
meters.
Very large, heavy door.
That is a very large.
Basically showing everybody around. We would there's going to be the common hall room, I'm assuming, an inn type place where we would stop and get breakfast.
Yeah.
What's for breakfast?
What's for breakfast, Crom? Right, it's typically what you guys usually eat.
It's going to be meats, taters, roots. Not a lot of greenage, but there is some greenage. So some leafy plants, but mostly it's going to be roots and meats and stuff like that. Really good sausages. Really, really good sausages.
Where do you keep the animals?
They're outside in the pasture area. There's a
Oh.
pasture area just off the side of the fortress where a lot of the animals are kept, and then they can be quickly moved into the fortress for safety.
Oh, that's awesome. That's very interesting. I was curious if it was maybe like a different kind of animal I haven't seen before that you keep inside these caves or something.
In this area, we don't require that. If you go further into the caves, you'll find other animals. Further down as you travel, there's animals that are more accustomed to darkness and, you know, your everyday cow or other beasts.
Interesting.
Are there Rothi here
Hmm?
in your world? Are there Roth in your world?
I have no idea what that is.
Okay. It's an Underdark, like sheep, cow type thing.
There's
It's a herd animal.
all sorts of interesting animals. There's gold horned deer, which are endangered.
But yeah, so we have, there's, as you get deeper into the mountains, there's less of what we have here. But we also, that's why sausages are such a big thing. They store really easy and they're easy to transport.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Other than that, on the way there, though, we would have stopped to drop the hide off for tanning.
That's easy enough to do. You say it's a female dwarf by the name of Naerlin. Naerlin. Say it's like your great aunt. Why not?
Auntie,
How you been? It's been a long time.
been traveling. We ran into a little critter on the road yesterday. Do you
Really
mind?
big.
Can we? And I bring out the skin. Can you tan this for me? And I know it's a usual price. We're fine to pay. I just wanted to make sure you had room.
She just says crop. Why would I ever charge my favorite great nephew?
Auntie, I have.
How many cousins does Tom have?
It's a large family.
You see Crumb facepalm a little bit. Just about everybody here.
Really? You're all family? Like, are you talking about like
Well,
kind of like a?
we're all clan, but my family is a very large family in the clan.
Lots of presents for your birthday when you were a kid.
Lots of birthdays, not so many presents,
Oh.
because you got every month you got 4 or 5 birthdays. So you
Lots
just
of family. Lots
Wow.
of embarrassing stories.
Yeah.
Auntie, don't.
How
even
about it,
think
Auntie?
about it.
Do you have any specific embarrassing stories about Crumb?
Oh, what did you have in mind?
Remember, Auntie, I am your favorite.
Funniest one.
Funniest.
She's grinning widely. And she just stops to think and she's got like a just a slight like almost just a little past 5 o'clock shadow of a beard going on. And she's kind of stroking her chin. Well, there was the one time Crom tried to, oh, what would you have done? Fell
Crumb has
it.
a slight terror look in his face, going, "Oh, I've done so many things."
What was the one time he fell into the what was it called? The dive or the
The tanning vats.
Yeah, the tanning vats. There we go. It was
Yeah, me and
stunk
Gavin
for
got
a
in a
month.
fight. Me and Gavin got in a fight, and Gavin threw me into the tanning vat.
Oh, so like, were you died, or what happened?
He stunk for a good month.
Oh, I see.
Have you guys ever seen what a tanning vat looks like? It's
Actually, I have.
nasty.
It's
nasty.
disgusting.
Yeah, I knew they stunk.
Yeah, I'll save a picture and I'll send it.
Yeah.
But thank you, Auntie. We're gonna go ahead and get out of your hair now, and I start ushering everybody out. Doing the dwarf has got his both arms out, just kind of herding cats. Love y'all, Auntie. See you later. Let's go. Let's go quick.
You guys are herded out.
Who, for your family, like, what sort of, like, relationships, like, is there other families that your family connects with, or?
So as you look at a dwarven clan, our clan consists of 15 families.
Oh,
My family is about 20 to 30% of the clan. We're the largest family in the clan.
okay.
My mother is the clan's best artisan, and my father serves as in the guard. My great grandpappy kind of he's the clan's leader, but I don't talk to him much. I'm a bit of a...
Oh, you cut out there a bit.
Yeah, I'm rechecking my notes. I want to say
Yeah,
I want to make sure I got this right, because I remember myself. Yeah, I'm an only child, and that's not normal for a dwarven family.
Oh, yeah. At this point, I would assume not.
So there's some in the clan like to give me a hard time about it.
That's not very nice.
Yeah. Clan politics.
There's so much more funnier things about you than you being an only child.
This is true. You have to remember, though, dwarven politics are
strange.
Unlike many other communities' politics.
Oh. Yeah.
Strange would probably be the right word for it for most.
Okay, perfect, because I was still thinking strange.
But we are our clan. It's our family, and then our clan are the two most important things to a dwarf. And those are both ties that we would never break.
That's nice.
Speaking of family, did we go and see your father?
Yes, that's probably a good idea. Where would that be right now? Mom will be at her forge. The barracks is probably where Father will be. If he's not there, they'll be able to direct us. And I guide him, after breakfast, I guide him across the cavern to near the gate. Going outside, there'll be a blockhouse type, a room cut into the wall with a iron-bound door, and inside is gonna be just a very bare room with just a couple of tables and a bench, and then armor and weapons are attached to on stands and on holders on the wall.
Alright, so you kind of push your way in, and it's fairly empty. There's a couple of people kind of milling around, pulling on armor and getting ready for the day. You do see your father standing near the back of a room. The rest of you see a dwarf with what looks like very dirty blonde, long hair that has a couple of braids tied in. At least you can't really see it from the back. As he kind of turns around, you can see these braids kind of going down the front. He's got a very thick beard, but also really closely cropped to the face. A couple braids in that. And he's wearing simple leather boots, a green tunic, and kind of leather straps across the chest, but they're kind of fur covered. And an axe is strapped to his back. Or I guess the axe isn't on his back yet. He turns around and says, "Crom! You arrived. When did you get in?"
Oh, we got in late last night, Father. Did not want to wake you all when we arrived. Father, may I introduce my friends?
Please do.
This is Fen, Pip, Ran, and I give a little extra emphasis when I say Ran to get that across to who Ran is.
He
And
kind of like
Alicia.
looks and then kind of nods, kind of keeps glancing at Ran.
My friends, this is my father, Galen Silveraxe.
Kind of gives a
Nice to
slight
meet
bow.
you, Galen.
Pleasure
Alicia
is
will
all
bow
mine.
as well.
Pleasure is all mine, my lady.
We are
It's Fedora.
Father, we are going to require a place to a home operating base type setup. Is there a free cavern or room that we could move into?
Let's say the one down by the common area. I think it would be just across from the vault. You could probably take over. It's been empty for
Thank
a
you,
while.
I was going to run them down past the forge later to introduce them to Mother. Is there anything you wanted to say to her?
No, your mother's been rather busy lately, so. Just spoke to her the other day.
Is there anything you need from us before we move on, Father?
I'm just glad you made it here safe. He kind of glances at Rand again, who's just kind of like sitting in a corner and like, he's a sigh.
We will see you for dinner tonight, Father. Give a kind of a stiff bow as I turn to everybody and say, shall we, everyone, go meet my mother?
Absolutely.
Love to.
Alright,
Got him
so
out of there before they could talk to Dad. Only thing running through his mind.
you easily manage to navigate your way towards the forge. We hear the loud clang of a hammer on metal, and then like the sound of the metal being quenched in water every so often. Very rhythmic. And as you guys walk in, it is a large forge. It's like you walk past a few smaller forges in here, navigating the hallways, and this one is probably a good 30 feet across at least on the wide edge. 30 by like 20 feet ish. Why am I so tired? And what you see.
It's really hot in here.
Oh yeah, it's
yeah.
incredibly hot. You see a female dwarf with long red hair that at the moment is kind of tied back to keep it out of her face and keep it off the back of the neck. A little bit of a scruff on the chin, really thick eyebrows, and she's got a red and silver overcoat, which over a green tunic, which she's got like a leather apron on over the top of that. Right now she's got leather gloves on, leather boots. She's really hammering away at what looks like probably a sword. Looks like a fine weapon already, and it looks like it's just barely started.
There would also, as you look around, you would also see not just weapons, but fine wrought iron and anything that can be produced at a forge of artistic or military value. You would see some examples of which are posted on the walls around her.
I imagine it's very fine work.
Yes, incredibly. It's detailed and I'm trying to think if there's something you guys might have seen before. sorry.
Is this where the ooh shiny thing comes from?
Yeah.
Very
Mom is an incredible talent with the hammer. And she can chisel the finest details. Someday I hope to be half as good as she is. And with that, I look up and say, Mother dear, sorry to interrupt.
We hear like a couple clangs at first, and then no response, and then she kind of lifts her eyes and quenches the metal and sets it aside and walks over, taking her gloves off. Crom dear, you've arrived. Your father said you would be arriving later today, but all right.
We decided to travel through the night, Mom. I would like you to introduce my friends, and again, I go through everybody's name. And I looked to Mom. I looked to y'all and I said, "This is my mother, Mistin Silveraxe,
Pleasure.
the head of our forge and our best smith."
Oh, Crom. What brings you to our happy home?
Then like looks to Crom. It's like, okay, how much are we revealing to your parents here?
Yeah.
Not sure how much
Like, says
Father
that with her
told
eyes
you,
and everything,
Mom.
like, oh.
He said something about the amulet. You'd found it?
Yeah, there's some problems in the outside world, Mother. Dallin has taken an interest in our little group, the Queen herself. And Father is going to help train the bearer of the amulet.
Oh, so you find them.
And we will be
She's
setting
kinda-
up a...
She's kind of casting her eyes over everyone, trying to see it. Ren keeps it hidden away, so.
Yeah. And I'm assuming, tell me if I'm right or wrong on this one, I always assumed Mom was not so much in the loop on the amulet side of stuff, and that was more of a dad thing.
Oh no, I'd say like everyone is part of it. It's just she's kind of busy.
Yeah, she's about the forge. Is kind of the way I figured her. Dad is making arrangements for us to have a space near the vault, and we'll set up a base there. But I was hoping to, if you have time tonight, I figured I'd bring everybody over for dinner.
That sounds excellent, actually. Introduce me to this amulet bearer. Still looking over everyone. Pep, do you keep the amulet of protection out?
It's under my armor.
Okay, you keep your shit too. Okay, just checking.
I figured probably shouldn't have them out in the open.
That's fair.
In general.
I just gotta ask.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. And she's eyeing over everyone carefully. And you kind of look at each of your armors occasionally too. So, yes, we'll have a dinner tonight. What else did you have to do today?
Mostly, we were going to work on setting up our quarters and our operations area, and try to figure out our next steps.
Excellent. I've got to get back to this project before it's ceremonial at best, but it still has to look pristine. So I will see you for possibly lunch, definitely dinner.
Sounds good, Mother. Everybody, let's leave Mom to her work. More cat herding before anybody can get anything in.
Like, just like,
Then we'll
There you
whisper
go.
down to Pip and be like, dinner's the time to strike.
Indeed.
I'll guide them over by the vault and into the area that Dad was talking about to see what we have to work with here.
I'd say it's basically like a what we amount to like almost like a meeting slash training room. So there's like a kind of smaller but still kind of rectangular table pushed off to one side, and looks like it hasn't seen much use. There's a couple of like hammocks going on and a few boxes and crates, just random supplies.
Well, everyone, I think it'll take a little work, but I think it'll work unless somebody has a complaint. Ignoring Ran when I say that.
And she looks like she's about to speak up, and then just huffs.
She rolled her eyes.
Basically.
Yeah. No, it should be fine. I really don't know what else could be better at this point.
Basically just like our treehouse, but underground.
Yeah. I miss the sky.
Interesting point. How tall are the...
Oh yeah.
I'd say they go between 10 to 20 feet.
Okay, so they're
Okay.
still tall enough for us.
Yeah, but not tall enough for the treehouse.
No.
No.
Okay.
Unless we found like a cavern.
Yeah.
But no, this works great.
I know we can pull the table out here, and I start moving stuff around and going through stuff to get an inventory of what's in the room, and looking at everyone else. And we need maps. What else do we need?
We'll pull out her map that she has that she's been working on. Lay that out on the table. Got a starting point.
Alright, so what would you guys like to do throughout the day?
Good time to take 5 or 10 real quick.
Wanna take a break? Yeah, we can
Yeah.
take a break.
Nature's calling.
That's good.
Sorry.
Yeah, we'll take a quick 5 10 minute break.
I will be
I'll go
right
get a
back
drink.
as well.
I will be right back.
I'm yawning like a mother, and I don't know why.
Boop, doop.
I don't know why I'm suddenly so tired right now.
Might be the heat.
Hmm?
Could be the heat.
That's possible.
Have you
don't-
eaten recently?
A little while ago.
How hot is it for you?
It is. It is.
Not too.
Hot here. Our trees are literally burned.
Yeah.
They're all like they've got huge patches of dead, like on them.
Yeah.
They just burned.
Yeah, and
Our trees aren't designed for that.
It's 23, feels like 26 Celsius right now.
oh, okay.
Shut up, it's too hot.
It is too hot!
Designed for that. Our infrastructure is not set up for that.
That's right.
Right, okay.
Literally,
Look,
our
stop
roads were
teasing us.
melting.
I don't like it.
Our roads were
I'm with you,
actually
Josh.
Yeah.
If your roads are melting at 33 degrees Celsius, you have a problem.
It wasn't 33. That was the day it got more towards 40.
Okay.
It was like 112
Well,
Fahrenheit.
It should be a little sticky maybe, but not melting.
No, they
It's a
told
nice
us
comfy
Oh.
68 where I'm at, whatever
they're
that
not-
is in
they're not
Celsius.
designed for hot weather because we don't get hot weather.
Exactly.
See, my area is designed for mild weather.
And
The
we're
reason we
the-
don't have that issue in like Arizona is because their infrastructure is literally set up for hot weather.
And we're designed for cold weather, right, Josh?
Yeah. Mostly.
Yeah, for the most part.
Yeah.
It's a nice 20 degrees out here.
It's like
Ooh.
Nat, what's cold for you is probably not cold for us.
Yeah, basically. Just gonna say I don't know how long of a session we're gonna get today because I am fucking tired.
That's fair.
And having issues improving right now.
Oh.
it's
Well, you
it's
can
very
go however long
taxing.
you feel care.
Yeah,
Call
I
it when
know.
you want.
I know.
I'm
Let's see if we can get through like you guys planning or something. Basically, everyone ready?
right here.
Yes.
Alrighty, let's go back. Oh, I gotta turn it.
Will say I almost grabbed my hummus and pretzel chips, but I figured that sound would not be good.
I mean, you can mute.
You could mute your mic.
Anyway, so
I want
say
to hear
you
the
guys spend some time setting up the your little area there. Is there anything you want to discuss or plan or?
The Crumb does make arrangements to have a slate board brought in and some chalk so we can start listing the things we need to do and the people we need to get a hold of.
I'd say that's easy enough to acquire. You can get that pretty quickly.
I guess if we don't have much to do, Ran and Pip will probably spar for the afternoon.
Probably.
People can join in if they want, but
Then immediately starts writing down like all the names of people that they need to contact and like had like little check boxes next to them so they can mark them off as they do. And like next to Pip's father's name, she has like the 1 time per week in parentheses and like, and listing them all off.
Very
And I can
organized.
just see Crumb over there going, and let's circle those two together because yeah, that's we're
We'll get them at the
organizing the
same
list as
time.
well. organizing out dragons on this side.
Talk it out. Who are you writing down? Like, what's up with that?
Okay, so we've got some of the professors at Hawthorne as well as Queen Vivian. Those are our Hawthorne people.
Like,
And then extended off from Queen Vivian, we have dragons, ? And then we have the golden dragon, whose name I actually put down, but I don't have that notebook. Bronze dragon.
Vervason.
Fuck, what was it?
Yeah, that one.
Vason.
Yeah, she writes down that, and then she has like another list for like allies, and like has like her siblings and Farah written down because they all said that they would help, and writes down. And, like,
Well, Erlen has so far. You haven't really asked. Asked your sister yet.
Yeah, I'm sure she could strong arm her into it if she really needed to. But you know, she writes down that and just basically everyone that they have mentioned potentially talking to. She's gotten listed.
All right.
Crom is also going to try to get information on, has the war gone hot?
I'm trying to think. I would say, considering you guys are a little further removed from the city and all, not much news has reached the clan quite yet. Other than there's something going on in Dalian.
So at some point I would get with the scouts, the information seekers from the guard, and have them, you know, hunt down some word from us from their contacts. So probably through my dad. Say, you know, we need word on what's going on and where, if they've gone hot, if they haven't, because then that'll impact what we talk to the king about when we go back to Hawthorne. Or if he'll even be there.
It's the school year still, so technically he will be there.
Or the professor's tab.
Yeah, basically. I will add, I don't know if you guys want to utilize it, I believe, yes, Rand does have the scry spell. I don't know if there's anyone you want to scry on though, or attempt to.
Did
Do
she
you want to?
scry on the
What's the
queen?
name of that pass?
'Cause
we couldn't. Yeah, I would say maybe scry on the Korikip pass in general and see if she.
Yes, you
Can
can.
we do it on a location?
Technically, yes. You just can't do it on an object.
You do it on a place that you've been or that you know of if you've been there.
Rand's definitely been there plenty of times. Do you want her to scry on it?
Sure.
I would say if she can, yes.
Okay, she kind of grumbles and pulls out her new focus. What is the location? You don't need to worry about that.
Can you scry now?
She's like, yeah. And she kind of settles down and goes into her trance, and it'll say for sake of brevity because Rand's not here. She drags up. She sees like doesn't see anyone traveling the pass right now. Maybe occasionally she's in like someone roll a perception check for Rand. Why not? Yeah, she doesn't really do anything. She might like she kind of squints
It's on
and
brand.
and like she can't really see people. There must be like in between like a shift of when the border guards would be there, but
No armies or anything moving through.
no. I'd say Rand would know that, like, oh no, she wouldn't. Never mind. But no. Just right now, at the time she scries for that 10 minutes, she doesn't see anything. Just an empty pass. No one
You
traveling
want
it.
to try on? Do it once more.
Could maybe do the queen. I
You
don't
would-
know if that would do anything.
Wasn't the queen protected from it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Feel like it would be.
Yeah.
Well, what about the guy with 7 swords? I don't think the queen's protection would extend to him,
Okay,
would it?
but is the palace protected?
You don't know?
Because I
it
think
was the
I
queen.
think
Would
Hawthorne
Rand
is.
would Rand know if it was protected or not?
She would not.
You can try it.
I say we try on the guard.
There's also possibly Pip's father. Might be interesting.
That's true. But I feel like we might get more a
I
successful
agree.
guard.
I do.
Do we want to try the guard then?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the right move.
Alright, so
And we
what
want
is
new
the-
dice for whoever's rolling it.
No, I roll it as a save on his end.
No, I was looking at the back-to-back 3s on perception.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Alright,
I blame D&D.
Rand tries to focus and tries to connect with this guy, and it's not that she and she just kind of gets pulled back out. Not that her magic's not working, because she knows it is now. It's like he made a save.
So it something in.
It's like he
Now
made
here's
this.
a technical question for you. Would it be that would Rand be able to tell that it was unsuccessful because of the will of the target, or because of magical protection of the target?
If he was magically protected, she wouldn't even be able to get a connection. It got to the point where like it was trying to connect, but he made a save, so she couldn't.
Cool. So that tells us that we can scry on that individual.
Oh, that's good. So we could try again.
And
Very
I,
obviously, but
Yeah.
Alicia, don't
Yep.
you have the ability to scry?
I can send messages. That's it.
Technically.
I look at Finn and I say, Finn, okay, so we have this section of the board set up for our friends. I think we should set this section of the board up for enemies.
a big one right at the top.
Queen goes right
Yeah.
at the top. And then down from the queen, 2 lines. One goes to 7 sword guy with
Yeah,
question mark,
okay.
question mark, question mark.
And then
I'm sure we know
try
the name.
again? Question mark.
Yep. And beneath that, write the Royal Guard. With another comment as to sticks to the crown, not to the queen. Loyal to the crown, not the individual.
The elite guard are.
Yeah.
You didn't know about this other guy.
No, that's why there's 2 lines. One goes to elite guard. Under that is loyal to the queen or loyal to the crown. And the other one is like question mark, scry again maybe. Don't know where this person stands in regards, all that kind of stuff.
Should probably
Is there
put
anybody
the,
else?
the
We should
conduit,
also
with the question mark next to it. 'Cause if
We
the
should
queen
also
gets
make a
control of
plan.
that-
What was that, Pip? You cut out.
we should also make a plan. Sibling?
Yes. People to save, and I forgive bottom left corner. Rand's siblings. Anybody else we have on the list of the conduits? What was her position? You all were working for her, not me.
Controller?
Controller.
The controller, conduit controller.
Ran
And
kind
in
of
the middle,
snorts at that.
right, conduit with a question mark next to it, and like people that we don't know, but I kind of lean it towards the queen's side. And then there's like, is there any other neutral parties we can think of that we should list on the board that we need to be concerned about?
What do we know of the professor?
What would,
Where did they?
like, during the school year? What were you asking?
I think Vic was asking more like.
Their stand in alliances.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, that
you
we
would have to ask them.
know the. I think we can count on the king. Octavia. We know the queen will be on our side, the old queen.
Other rulers too at Hawthorne. Yes. And underneath professors, kind of has like in smaller print, starts listing out all of the names of the professors and what kingdom they're aligned with.
I'd say Fen. Alicia, you would know quite a bit. Fen, you'd probably know just based on
But some of the professors were, bigger and everything.
Yeah.
We knew them.
You know that Professor Kinsley is the Grand Princess of Aberuthi and the advisor for inter-kingdom relations for Shelley Arendt. You know that.
Wasn't that also the one that wasn't very happy with helping us to port out?
No, that was Professor Homoa.
Put him in the neutral category.
Right?
Probably
You
leaning
know-
towards the queen.
I think he just has a problem with the old queen.
I think he just has a problem with, I don't know, maybe he doesn't like chaos.
Maybe he just has a problem, like a chip on his
He just
shoulder.
has a problem.
Who's proficient in history?
I am.
Alicia is
I am.
Half professional.
everyone.
Anyone
Everyone.
that's fully proficient in history can roll a history check for me.
Damn it.
Hey! Nerd Ben.
Oh
Oh
wow.
wow.
Oh, we all paid attention in history class.
Except I have no history of Hawthorne.
Alicia's considered a failure for
Oh,
her
that-
A-.
This wasn't anything to do with Hawthorne.
No, I know.
And this actually makes sense that Crown would know this, because of your affiliation with the Order. You're passing. It's more of a passing knowledge, but you would know that Chaos and Harmony each have mortal children of some form. Somehow you don't know where they are,
Like
but
Jesus?
no.
Oh.
Or like
Like
You
Greek
would-
mythology
you would-
children.
No, you would know. The legend says this is what Crom would know. What Federation knows is a little different. What Crom would know, based on your history with the Order and like just passing knowledge, is that Chaos and Harmony long ago, they both decided independently that they wanted to be able to spread their power further, and because they knew at some point everyone has to die, that they wanted their power to live on, and so they somehow
Created a mortal line.
yeah. Now, this is where it gets hazy, because with Chaos, there's been no indication as of yet who this moral line is on Chaos' side, but I'd say between the three of you, and Fen and Alicia primarily, I'd say because of the kingdom you're from, because this is more rumors than anything, but still kind of fits in history. 100% use the same faith claim, by the way.
No, I know. I would just the comment always made me laugh because
Yeah.
I always thought the old faith claim looked like Jesus.
Well, it's just easier anyway. But you would know that the two of you, actually no, I'd say even more because you went to the school. You know that as young as he looks, he's a lot older than he looks, but he's human. So you're not sure. It's always been the subject of like gossip at the school.
Yeah, definitely.
But
I
that's
just have a problem. Or he just might be super old and grouchy.
I definitely think he's
We add that question mark to his name.
Old and grouchy? Question mark.
No, old and grouchy.
very old.
Relation to
Very
chaos or
grouchy.
harmony? Question mark.
I will say, I don't know if it influences your thought process, that everyone knows that he's very strongly affiliated with Harmony. Just magic-wise. Whether that means anything is besides the point, but...
Once it's all written down, you're going to see Crom is going to kind of step back from the board and just kind of slump onto a box, not even go to a chair, just slump onto one of the boxes in the room and say, you know, until we wrote it, I did not realize, I knew we were in a mess, but I didn't realize how big.
I always, for the longest time, this has been a giant mess.
A mess since we ended up getting roped into all of this conduit stuff.
Yeah. Really, it was a mess before we even graduated.
Honestly, it was. Also,
Yeah.
with that stupid amulet.
Yep.
Sorry.
One
not
more
sorry,
area.
Chaos.
I have one more area to add to this board, and I'll go down to the bottom right-hand corner and start ancient cave,
Right.
hooded figure, feeling of hooded figure and ran together is bad, and general fear. And those are the pieces of my dream. I
Did
don't
any
know.
of us know anything about a cave that matches that description?
well, Pip,
Well, we know the-
Pip, you've seen the same vision before. As
Right.
as Crom describes it, you would remember that you had a similar vision.
And we also got that lecture from the professor about the cave where we're supposed to take the artifacts and
It wasn't the professor, but anyway.
It was the
There's an
The
academy.
librarian.
There
Yeah.
you go.
the prophecy cave.
You draw a big circle around it and write research off to the side.
Yeah. We don't know where that is.
No, not yet.
So other than do we have a place other than Hawthorne where we might be able to find these answers?
We could go. What library? Next name? Azure Eyes?
Eos Athenium.
Yes.
All right, and
Is your
Hawthorne. All right, Hawthorne Library, Eos Athenia Library.
I know. Here somewhere.
what?
I believe I put a bunch of pictures of some of that research you guys did a while back in the public handouts too.
Go through that again. Refresh. It's been so long.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm looking through all my notebooks. I'm like, where is everything? There's so much information.
Mhm.
I just want you all to know, right there, that picture you put up, Nat, that is what Crom is doing right now.
And Ben will see this and be like, she's satisfied with their list, and it's like, and like, so Prom has like that, his family thing is all connected to the Chaos Amulet, right?
Yeah.
Ben will just be like, you know, we met Chaos one time, like our first week together.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty wild.
Still ranting about all the other stuff.
And Grom has no reaction to this.
He's still in shock a little.
That's fair.
It's sinking in
Denies.
slowly, but it's like.
He's a
Like,
denier.
We're in a big mess. I'm just like, you know how Aurelian started.
It is what it is.
Remember when you guys were
The only
just,
thing running through Crom's mind is, how did I rope myself into this nightmare?
remember when you were just negotiating with kobolds?
Yeah. And that somehow became our defining trait.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I would also, I would add in a section in the middle towards the bottom, Omen's Code, and then right underneath that, do we need more communication protection?
Wait,
Absolutely.
Omen's Code? What? Now
Yeah,
I'm
you know,
lost.
our
So we had
The omens
we
are
had
good,
that
the
code.
omens are
Oh,
bad.
right, yeah.
The
Sure.
Omen's Code.
Right, right.
And then Ben will quickly write, remember.
But no information
man.
about it.
Yeah.
I don't know where do we start? I'll turn to everyone and say, we need the allies, we need those things, but I think even before we start approaching people, we need more information. Am I wrong?
What sort of information are you looking for?
I moved back to my dream and I said, this seems important to me. We need to... I think Pip's father will be able to get us the information we need about movement of forces and things like that. I think we need to get a contact in the actual Hawthorne to also follow up with that type of information. But this cave, this hooded figure, this is important. And I think we need to know more.
Makes sense.
Especially about this cave.
Does one know what we were told about the prophecy cave?
I don't think you guys have told him yet, so no.
Okay.
You don't know if he knows what he knows.
Ben will sit down and pull out her own journal, flip it open a little bit, find the right pages, and go, okay, Crom, we have a lot to talk about actually, because we do know a bit about this cave.
Okay?
And she opens the journal and hands it over, and has like, it's just these pages. Like these are the pages we're allowed to read.
Fair enough. And I'll quickly go one page beyond and take a peek, and then move back to the pages I'm allowed to read.
Make a perception check.
Wrong.
Make a perception check at disadvantage. Just kind
To
of,
see what you can read.
yeah.
That's amazing.
You get one
14.
one sentence on the bottom of the page. What does he read?
is it?
What does he read, Ben? The bottom of one page.
Did he flip after or did he flip before? Because that will change.
After.
It. After?
After.
He finds a detailed list of everyone they know that works for these people. Well, he finds like 2 names at the bottom of one about people that we know that work for the conduit. That's right after that.
So basically a couple of names.
Scandalous.
You see a couple of names. Don't know what it
Then
means.
I do the serious side of me, and I go into concentrating on actually what is the section I'm allowed to know about.
What does he read?
My low wisdom overpowered me.
It's just, it details basically everything we learned from the Azure children at the Aeos Athenium, all regarding the prophecy,
Which was a lot.
Which was a lot. Our potential role in it. And some random notes, there'll be Ben's frustrations at this, just like scribbled down, but then goes back to like regular information, like almost like they're just added in like side notes.
Like footnotes, yeah.
Yeah, footnotes that are basically like, I hate this.
Fuck Destiny.
Yeah. And it basically just covers everything that's in the public handouts. So.
Now, Kara,
Yeah.
can I combine what I'm reading here with my history and the order, my history of the order and our mythology? And do we have scribes? I'm assuming we do, but that's something we never talked about.
Probably. I would say basically you learn that what they know is they learned about the Order of the Azure Children, which you know exists. You don't really know much past that. But you learn that they met them in Averuthi at the Aeos Athenium, which is a massive library that you've never been to. You learn that would Fen have written down anything about her noticing that you had two objects of power? Fen?
What?
Would Fen have written down in those pages anything about her recognizing that you had 2 amulets? And then that whole thing about the whole prophecy destiny shit?
She would have written down basically everything about the prophecy, the 2 amulets, and the ring.
Okay, so yeah, so then Crom would learn that what they know is they met the head of the Order of the Azure Children, who somehow knew that they had 2 artifacts of power, and it would go on to detail a prophecy that says that there are 3 champions that will take these objects of power, the Ring of Light, the Amulet of Protection, and the Chaos Amulet, and will take it down into this ancient cave where its protection is that there is, beyond a certain point, there's absolutely no magic. So everything is be mechanically and otherwise protected that way, but there's no magic, and even, like, no magic at all functions there. You can't portal in, you can't anything like that.
Like it's an anti-magic.
Yeah, anti-magic chamber field permanently. They didn't learn much more beyond that. They would have learned, and you would learn that they know the woman's suspicions that they are part of the prophecy. Like this whole group. What else? I'm trying to remember what all you guys learned.
As I'm reading through it, I see the Ring of Light, I'm assuming that I'm familiar with the 2 amulets. Am I semi-familiar with the Ring of Light?
You know that each order protects an object. You didn't know what they all were until this.
Yeah.
What else? I think that's basically it. Is like about the champions, and not necessarily they didn't know who they were originally, but the fact that this group had 2 already seemed to be a sign of sorts.
Make my way, holding the book, and I'm back over at the truck or at the slate board now. In that corner, I put a little note next to the cave. Magic free? Question mark. Like, is this the right one, or is it a separate cave?
We also think
then-
that the cave would be somewhere in the plains of Rydell.
Or beneath it, yeah.
Beneath it, yeah.
And that kind of off to the side. Then the next one, I look at everybody and I say, I have a big concern now.
What is your
And
big...
I write in bolder letters, Ring of Light, 3rd champion, question mark. Who?
Alicia just narrows her eyes.
Like, we're pretty sure we know who it is, but we don't like to think about it.
Yeah.
We also... I don't think we know where the ring...
I think we had a hint that it might have been in Carolija.
I think they were able to tell you enough that that's the direction it went, but beyond that, that's all you know.
Who do you believe has the ring?
We think it's in Stonio.
Yeah.
But we're not entirely sure. It's probably the order for army that has it.
I'd say you would know, Crom would know that the order's name is the Order of the Prime Path. That's all you know about it, though. That they also had an object, that's the name of the order. And that's about it.
So just so I want to make sure I'm understanding all of this. I point to Ran. So Ran has the chaos amulet, the chaos related amulet. Alicia, you have the harmony.
No, I have nothing. Only friends.
We already saw the guard come here. Me and the guard talked. I know you've got an amulet.
No, she doesn't.
Or didn't you?
No, it's Pip.
Is it Pip?
Yeah.
Well, then why was that person trying to protect you?
I really actually don't know.
Because they're creepy.
Yeah,
That was an order of harmony. That was the order of the prime path.
Yeah, they were assuming that I was the champion, but I don't have the relic. I'm assuming they have the relic, but they were protecting me. But otherwise, I'm not. I didn't get to talk to him very much. He was a bit shy, so. And then he disappeared. So.
Who is the champion with the harmony? You've already. I see in the notes that we have 2.
You don't know who the champion of harmony is?
Who has the second relic?
I have the amulet.
Oh, is it? So the ring is for. Okay, so I've got this now. The amulet is Echo Eyes.
Equipoise.
Equipoise. The ring is harmony, and it's the ring that we do not have.
Yeah.
problem is right on it.
We need to find the ring. We need to gather
we?
more information, but we need to find the
I
ring.
think
What's our goal? Because that seems to be like an entirely different direction of the Queen and Valiant and all that.
So I think
Right.
we've been going on the wrong goal. What is the Queen's desire? To release chaos, and she's using armies to get everything she wants to do this because it will bring her power. I think our goal should not be to fight a war. We are not. Look at us. Do we look like war? Okay, beyond me. Do we look like we should be at the front ends of a battle and doing battles?
Well, I've
With
been
whole
saying that
armies.
for a while, but that being said,
I think
I mean,
our
I'm
job
all
is
for I'm all for getting the Chaos Amulet into a safer place. But that being said, I still don't really understand why we have to get the ring to do that. We could just bring the amulet there, right?
Well, I think there's more to it. I think taking one amulet or part of the prizes, and I'm using the word prizes very loosely, part of the artifacts, but not all of them, will create a bigger imbalance.
I suppose. I don't know. To me, I don't really believe that it would be worse.
think of it
Ultimate
this.
good.
Everything needs balance.
Ultimate lawfulness. Ultimate. If everything is one way, Alicia, that will breed and lead to intolerance and persecution. There needs to be balance in the world between both. If we take all three there, we take away advantages from everyone, and we leave the balance in place.
Well, maybe. I mean, I'm not entirely convinced, but let's just say that we remove these three artifacts, we lessen the three greater powers, but then wouldn't that basically just put us where we are already anyways? And Valiant doesn't need these amulets to start a war, they're already planning it.
But then all we have to do is worry about the war.
I suppose.
If we take all three and are able, my fear is if we take one, and I look back and you see me kind of shudder as I look, as my hand touches the hooded figure part I've written down.
Mm-hmm.
My fear is if we take one, we may have the opposite happen that we want.
But what if we got rid of the Chaos Amulet and we had the Harmony Ring, assuming that we got it, and then if we're planning to, in the end, fight Valiant in the war, maybe it would be good to have the scales tipped towards Harmony, even if for a bit.
Shakes her head.
No. I understand. If you tip a scale, it takes much more to bring it back into balance than if you maintain a balance.
All that's going through my head right now is every action has an equal and opposite reaction.
Alicia's just
So says our engineer. To follow, not you, Pip. I'm hearing the other voice saying it after you.
Alicia just kind of has a grimace, and you can tell she's kind of biting her tongue at this point. Not fully convinced.
Leisha, you don't have to be the champion of this artifact.
I don't.
But I
really,
think we need to get it.
Well, you're the ones with the plans. I'll follow along whatever you decide.
How about this? let's step back from the war aspect of this.
That would be great.
And let's look into the researching. And I go down and I'm back at the corner where my dream was. Let's research this. Let's find out more about the ring, and more about the amulets, and more about this cave. And let the kings and the queens and the princes and all of those soldiers do the fighting for a war. If we can stop a war, great. But more importantly, let's save the world. And I think the way that we do that is this. I cannot
Move the thing that the Queen of Valiant wants.
remove all of them.
But in doing
Make
that,
sure the balance is here. And it removes her need for the war beyond being just a pain in the
Don't think
rear. We
that'll
can-
save her, but
I feel like the war is
Go
going to
on.
happen regardless, but we could theoretically get rid of this one thing that could have everything go even worse. And starts kind of laughing nervously. It's like, yeah.
So, say, Rand the last little while has just been really quiet and just watching, kind of scoffs at every time Destiny is mentioned, that sort of thing. But then I'm gonna say Finn and then Pip, because your passive perceptions are the highest, would each actually, and Pip before with your passive insight would notice Rand suddenly, even her kind of lavender purple color seems to pale suddenly, and her eyes kind of go slightly wider.
Ren,
Hmm.
you okay? What's going on?
I just kind of, she's fingering her stallion communication on her ring. I just got a message.
From who?
Her. She's
Queen?
Yes. She's the only people from Thalion have these. She was taunting me about my siblings.
What did you say?
It's more what she didn't. It's more what she was insinuating. She said it would be pity if something happened to them. She's kind of glaring at that, I'd say.
Did she give an ultimatum? What did she say?
She basically the same thing. She wants me to bring this stupid ring, or amulet there. Help her release chaos, that bullshit. But I can't let anything happen to them. I'm not gonna turn it over to her. Not if that chance. But I can't let anything happen to them.
at that point, Alicia's gonna cast Sending to Crom.
Crom?
Yeah.
What's the components on sending?
Verbal and
Visual. It's all three. Yep.
I'm gonna say roll a sleight of hand check to see if anyone notices you casting it. You can mumble it under your breath, but
Yeah. She'll do it even if she's
yeah.
noticed anyway.
I say everyone notices that she's casting a spell. You don't know who to, but okay. What do you say to Crom?
She's going to take it back. The amulet.
Tom just gives a slight nod of his head.
I'm gonna say roll an insight check, Alicia.
Okay.
Because you're obviously looking at Rand carefully. She just looks worried when she says that she's not gonna give her the amulet, not a fat chance in hell. She doesn't seem to be lying.
Yeah, but Yeah.
It's
Alicia's
still worrying.
definitely going to still
That's
think
fair,
that
that's fair.
with the past events and also how good Ran is at lying.
She looks a little
Oh.
shaken up.
She believes
Only-
that.
Our only hope is to make the amulet useless to her. And again, I believe we need all three to make this happen. If we take away the want of that amulet, then the threat of that she has no need to hurt your family beyond
We take
being-
away. Wait,
we take away her tool, her need for that tool.
Like, kind of raise her hand and, like, speak up. If she finds out what we're trying to do, there's no guarantee for Rand's family if we can't stop her soon.
And I think she kind of enjoyed using Ran anyways. Who's to say that she wouldn't...
Oh, damn it. Sorry.
What the hell? Who's to say that she wouldn't still exercise these sorts of tactics?
That is, she's got eyes everywhere. If word comes around that, and if we do decide to go try and get the ring, which is completely on the other side of the world right now, we gotta find it first, and then going through the plains of Drydell, and trying to find the caves or whatever. If she catches word of that, there's no guarantee that things will stay the same as they are now. Things could go south very quickly.
If she gets the amulet, things can go just south. The amulet is not only is it his family is a tool, or her family is a tool to use against Rand, but the amulet is a tool to keep against the queen. So
No,
until
so
she
the queen
knows
has no
what,
reason to keep Rand's family alive. I'm sorry, Rand.
That's why we have to save them.
me too. We're going there right now. Suicide.
I
We have
agree.
no way of getting into the prison.
This
We have
talk-
no way of getting out with them.
This talk of going to the other side of the world doesn't sound like trying to figure out a plan for that.
Well,
I'm starting to agree with Rand here at this point. The queen needs to be taken down. All we need is that crown off her head. We don't need to fight in the war. We just need that crown off her head.
I would agree, except of how difficult that really is as a goal.
No.
we do have the opportunity to portal places. We can at least shave off travel time out. We should only need maybe a week or so.
I think the real problem was, getting into Thalion during a possible war is going to be harder than ever, and then getting into the keep, and then actually getting to the queen, all seems not so simple, especially now.
What's our plan of attack? Are we going to sneak in and ambush the queen, or are we going to walk up to the gate and be invited?
Question.
Hmm?
Both are an option.
I can't remember if we said. So is it possible to portal into Thalion? It just like alerts that you portaled into Thalion.
Rand would know, and she probably would have relayed that yes, it is technically possible, but it's like an instantaneous notification, and you're tracked magically. Rand would probably have really decent knowledge on the fact that you're tracked if you attempt to do it, unless you're
How long?
until they, as far as she knows, until you're caught. And it's
So
a
it's
mess.
like
They portal
persistent,
right to
it's a
you
persistent
with-
tracking.
Yeah.
even if it's not, as soon as you portal in, they can just portal to you.
No, they can't do that technically, 'cause you have to know
They
where
have
you're.
to know the place.
But they can magically
Theoretically
track,
portal into the city and then figure out where you are from there.
basically. If you say portal to outside of Fellholtz, you would get tracked, and any one that is tracking you, if they're happening in the city, would have a direct. It'd be like a homing beacon towards you, basically.
No.
Which brings me back to my question. Going to be overt, or are we going to knock on the front door?
So, is that
Just-
priority then? Is
Yeah.
going to Thalion over
Just
the
so I get
amulet?
this straight, what we want to do is take the amulet the queen wants so she can rule the world to the queen. And think that we can beat the queen, her elite guard, and her bodyguard to get the crown off her head.
We have
I'm
to
with
bring the amulet
Colin.
with when we go.
I think it's too risky.
Would it be safe to leave it here? Your family has been protecting that amulet for years.
We can get the amulet back in the vault. There have been changes made to protect it. But I think
That
our
would also
best,
put a target.
my family would, the clans would be fine with the target. I still think our best bet is not the queen at this time. If we go the route we're talking about, the frontal, for lack of the frontal assault, even a sneaky frontal assault, it would be a loss. I think our best bet is to try to even this field off, like I was talking about. I don't know. We don't have the knowledge to do either of these actions.
That, is there any way we can ensure the safety of Rand's family? Because there is no guarantee the queen will keep them alive if we get rid of our collateral.
There's no guarantee the queen will keep them alive if we give her the amulet.
We weren't intending on giving her the amulet either.
And there's no guarantee that we can. The odds of us successfully taking the crown from the queen very low.
Roleplay because Rand's not here to like.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to somewhat play Rand.
Oh, I'm with you.
Grand side, yeah.
I don't think Rand wants to give it up anyway.
Yeah, no, they wouldn't want to give up the amulet.
No.
We don't want to give up the amulet. But also the amulet is us having the amulet and it not being locked away is the only thing keeping her family alive.
As far as you know, yeah.
As far as we know.
So our options are find the ring, throw it into Mordor.
I am as fast as possible as finding the ring.
Yeah, finding the ring or fighting the queen. Which one?
Okay, it's not even just fighting the ring. It's then we'll start making a list of what they would have to do. Find ring, find cave, find seal, and then like another list. Queen, and then just question marks. These are like our two paths that we have to go down, and none of these are going to be easy.
No.
We'll walk up to the board next to it and write successful against the queen. Save world. Maybe. Fail against the queen. Rand's family still dies. Whole world falls. Go over next to the other plan. Successful. Chance of world still falling to war. But much safer war. Chance of Rand's family die. Far less people die.
Absolutely out of the question. They're not gonna die. I didn't find them years later for them to die.
So the question now is, out of our possible outcomes, is there a way to prepare for both?
And considering that doing just one is probably going to be extremely difficult, I don't know how we would do both simultaneously.
At least have plans ready to strike if the queen does find out what we're trying to do. We said, okay, that plan's paused for the moment.
The conduit get us information on the prison.
We could ask him.
Does your family potentially have any ways to talk to the prime path people? Get information on that. Well, we can, anyways.
You can get with the scribes and have them do the research on my side.
We can narrow down some locations that could potentially take time off that search. Again, leaving us some time before the queen could potentially know what's going on.
I'm gonna say, I do think, I remember from your research before, you learned it was a group of powerful mages that took the Harmony artifact, and I'm pretty sure it said that they headed towards the east and established, I think it's established a school? It's been a while.
Hawthorne be holding the ring?
Doubt it. They would.
I don't
Would
think
they?
they would.
I think Kara's referring
Would
to
they?
There's a magical school in Stoniel to the west.
To the
East.
Uh,
West, yeah. Sorry, I meant west.
Yeah, school to the west called Carolija. It's a magic school. No,
Oh.
It's kind of like Hawthorne, just different. It's for people like you, Alicia, minus the royal stuff.
Oh, I see.
where is this?
Almost definitely there then.
Stoniel.
Like right on. Okay. Right on the coast.
Yeah, there.
Fairly
We haven't been to Stoniel, have we?
Nope.
So the closest that we could get.
Grasmere.
So
You know
With
that
that, I'll
they're
go-
in major cities, so.
with that, I'll go to the table and I'll break out a piece of paper and a quill, and I'll say, goal number 1, information, and look to everybody.
Oh, and what was the information that we needed? I mean, like, I do actually really believe that we don't know what we're doing and where we should really be going, but I guess we need more specifics. That's what I'm...
Your information, I believe we need information on the ring, information on the prison, and information on the cave. I think that is our first goal. We can't plan an escape attempt or a breakout for the prison until we have more info on it. And off of, an arrow off of that, I'll put Pip's dad.
Ask my dad.
And then
See if he has any.
off of information about the ring, I put a line on it. I write Hawthorne And what was the name of that library? Aeon's library?
Eos.
Atemnity.
There you go. Thank you.
And I also draw a line up from the cave to point to both of those, and below I run a line off of the information on the cave and write order scribes. And I think these are our first steps. Whichever path we decide on the board, we need to know more about these three things.
I guess that doesn't hurt if we have a little bit of time. And I suppose that, what's another day or two?
I write underneath order scribes, I will talk to them today. And I put Crom talks to order scribes. I say in the morning we head to Hawthorne. And see what information we can get about the school and about the ring and about the cave there.
Before that, we should send a message.
You're cutting out the net.
Before that, we should probably send a message asking if they have any information like that. Just so we don't portal and they're like, oh, well, we don't know anything. Sorry.
Kind of suck. But I mean,
I also think we need to, tonight, to send a message to Pip's dad
About the prison.
about the prison. And start that research. And while we're at Hawthorne, we can also talk to the Queen. And I run another line up from information about the prison, and I write the former Queen's name. We can talk to her while we're there about the prison as well.
suppose I don't know what else we would do. Yeah.
Talk to the Order of Scribe. And my dad about a failing prison. What was that called again?
Which? Prison of
The-
Despondence?
Yeah. Okay.
I'm just be thankful it's not on the prison that's on the volcano.
Rand, do you have anything that you want to do?
I want to save my family. I don't know how we're gonna do that, but that's what I want to do.
Together, how we do that.
Hmm.
I also draw another line off to the side of goal number 1. And I write, ran trains. And I look to Rand and I say, this is going to be important.
Okay, that's good.
I suppose.
And if you wish to talk to my father about it by yourself after dinner, or we can bring it up as a group at dinner. I will not force you into anything, but I think this is very important for whichever of these two paths we decide to go down.
She just shrugs.
For that, we should send him like that. Workshop that a little bit. What are we going to say to him?
Information on the prison, but while y'all are putting that together, I'm going to duck over to the vault and get the scribe started. Crab slides out of the room and heads towards the vault door to get to the scribes.
Mm-hmm. What would you guys like to send as a message?
Yeah, I think she just basically, very simply, just asks if you could relay any information on the capital prison.
I think the response you get is, I'll see what I can find out.
Okay, hopefully we hear from him soon.
Anyone else wants to do for the night? Other than you go and have dinner easily.
We're good.
Yeah, I
Alright.
think we're good.
Okay, so I settle down for the night. Nat, or Pip, wow, sorry.
I was to say, do we want to hold there or to see if Rand can make it next week for the dinner?
Well, you're probably gonna have another dinner anyway.
Okay.
We
Fair
were
enough.
all a little kind of, tired from our conversation.
Probably, yeah.
Wasn't too much conversation at dinner.
Yeah.
We can have a breakfast combo too.
Yeah, that works too.
That works.
Let's say, Pip, as you're kind of bedding down and kind of trying to probably pick one of the hammocks or something to settle into that's in that room.
Hell yeah.
You
Love hammock.
Definitely, you love it. It's great. It's kind of like getting kind of comfy, getting your bedroll in there, just right, that sort of stuff. As you kind of like it kind of swings out just slightly from your armor as you're kind of bending over, and as you go to kind of tuck it away, it feels warm.
It's warm.
A little warmer, yeah.
Is it lighting up with anything? Vibrating?
You go to investigate it, and it is glowing slightly, yes. And as you're staring at it and inspecting it, roll an investigation check.
Not bad.
Not bad. I will say, you notice that it is kind of vibrating a little bit, and the glow, as you stare at it longer, the glow starts to get brighter and brighter. And soon the light actually kind of envelops you entirely. And when it finally fades, you can see that before it was just like a single like just a single little kind of coin, a little bit bigger than coin-sized disc with a symbol on it. Now it's kind of got this little, kind of like almost horns, I guess, or just kind of just. It's all just a more elaborate design, and you feel a presence stronger than before. You can refresh your character sheet.
Does anyone else notice this?
Anyone that might be looking would notice the glow that envelops you entirely, yes.
Ooh.
You light up the room.
Basically. But you just feel a small voice in your ear that says, "Hello, Pip." And that's where we'll end it.
Oh. Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hello there.
Oh, that's
Sorry.
cool.
Oh.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's That is a lot.
I figured you demonstrated the right things to exalt it, or awaken it. Not exalt it, awaken it.
Second, I'll put it like that.
Suicide. Who to
I
raid?
wish I knew what the right direction to go was on this.
We're going in a direction.
Pure harmony. Only harmony. Obviously.
Who should
Balance.
I raid?
On the balance side. I
Yeah.
just don't know.
Alright, I put the thing in chat.
But there's no way there's repercussions of pure harmony. Get out of here.
No way.
No, it'd be awesome.
So I'm resistant to necrotic and radiant damage now?
Mm-hmm.
I do. I think it already passed that. Alrighty.
Ooh. Well, that was fun.
Yeah, well,
Mhm.
I'm gonna hop off because I need to eat dinner.
Oh,
Hmm.
yes.
That's fair.
Oh,
Yes.
have nice dinner.
See you all hopefully next week.
Yeah.
Good
Yep.
night.
Yes, next week. Okay.
Hey, that's me. I screw up every
Goodbye.
That's fine. I know you. I have patience. I don't know this person. I have patience for my friends.
Sentient?
I don't know this person. I don't know.
I'm still a little freaked out because I really don't know which way we're supposed to be going right now.
There are so many possibilities.
Oh, good. That's right.
Yep.
Take your potions, Jamie.
I'm gonna save Rand's